I like this place. I can see the entire town from here. The Moonlight Bridge is to the right, and over there is Paulownia Mall. Oh, and did you know you can also see our dorm from here? Back in Yakushima, where I'd been sleeping, the ocean waters were much clearer than they are here. But I prefer the view here. Before I came here, I didn't even think about whether I liked the scenery or not. What about you? Do you like it here? I'm so glad to hear that. Feeling the same way? Watching the same scenery? It's nice. I began to feel emotions towards various things that I hadn't felt before. It's a little scary sometimes. But if I can change by being with you, then I want to cherish these feelings. Oh, I'm sorry to have gone on for so long. It's still January, so the winds can get quite chilly up here. It would be awful if you caught a cold. Stay behind me. This could be dangerous. They seem very angry. You're the ones that I often see at the shrine. What's wrong? What? Koromaru-san? You think we what? Wait, we aren't mistreating Koromaru-san. It's true that he's been helping us in our battles, but... What? No. Oh, these are Koromaru-san's old friends. They doubt our intentions regarding Koromaru-san, since he's been more frequently injured lately. How can we make them understand? This is all a misunderstanding, everyone. Please, don't be angry. Just calm down. I'm so sorry. My hand is hard. I see. No wonder they're suspicious of me. My body is completely unnatural to them. I hope that dog isn't hurt. I've been thinking lately. No matter how human my heart becomes, my body will always remain a machine. Of course, it's obvious when you think about it, but I'm not strong enough to be a weapon, and I'm too stiff to pass as a human. There's nowhere I truly belong. I'm neither completely machine, nor quite human. But... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You're right. Even if I can't quite explain it, I have to be true to myself. Sorry for bringing all of this up. If I hadn't been created, I never would have met everyone. And that includes you. If I can stay by your side, then nothing should faze me. I know that, but... I should make sure that Koromaru-san's friends understand our situation. I don't want you to end up in danger again. I'll see you later. Excuse me.
You there? You live in a world where emptiness roams and chaos reigns. You struggle so fervently, twinkling like stars in the night. But such delusion will not lead to deliverance. Why not join us in the Messiah and await the moment of salvation? You say that only because you don't know the truth. Heed the voice of the Messiah and follow the path to true salvation. Now, go and speak to our Savior.
Well, well, well. I do believe this is the first time you've ever visited me. I'm sure you are aware of the coming salvation. Yes, you certainly wouldn't be so stupid. I'm certain you've realized it by now. We have no further reason to be enemies. Your efforts were all for naught. The Dark Hour will persist, and Nyx will bring an end to this planet. Fate has been decided. But there is no need to worry. We are simply being freed at last from the illusion of a future rife with betrayal. Nothing more, and nothing less. All you must do is embrace this truth. Do so, and I shall be your shepherd. But of course, that's just the kind of person you are. So then, you intend to fight Nyx? I see. I scorn those who preach about the future with improvidence. The world does not need a script that is already written, nor does it want for charlatans who speak as though the future can be seized. What it needs is for the curtain to fall. If I just endure for now, if I can wait until tomorrow, these blind hopes for the future are the root of the people's suffering. They can never be saved because they look to a future that doesn't exist. It doesn't matter whether you can defeat Nyx or not. Why, you ask? Because you won't even be able to reach her. On the day of salvation, I will wait atop the Tower of Demise for Nyx to arrive. And be warned, if you dare to oppose me, I will show no mercy.
Ashley! Look at me!
In my head, I'm fucking fed up. Biggest bitches taking shit up. Suck my dick, I feel so flit up. Run up on me, fucking up. Bullet in my double cup. Drink until my liver feels. Walk until my motor feels.
Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? Have you seen a kitty cat around here? She's a precious little white-spotted cat named Michan. She slipped away when I wasn't looking. I'm so worried about where she could have gone. She's getting on in her years, like me, so I doubt she could have gotten very far.
A white-spotted cat. Did you see one?
Oh, I see. I've been so worried. I hope my little Michan is eating all right. Thank you for your help. I'll try looking elsewhere.
A white spotted cat named Mi-chan. If you don't mind, could we help her look? Being separated from a loved one can be very distressing after all. Yes! What's the phrase usually used in situations like these? What goes around, comes around to hit you in the back of the head. That's it! She might be so hungry, she could eat a house. Or was it hungry as a house? In any case, we should hurry. Mi-chan-san! Mi-chan-san! Are you there? There's no trace of her. I can detect hostile readings like shadows. But when it comes to this, I'm useless, aren't I? And I was the one who insisted we search. I'm sorry. Thank you, but it's getting dark. We should probably give up the search for today. I'm happy that you took the time to indulge me in this. It's not working out. After all, how could a machine like myself have feelings like a normal person? I'll be going back alone today. I need some time to think. I'm sorry. After you invited me out, too. Are you Mi-chan-san? It is Mi-chan-san! I'm so glad! Let's go tell the old lady about this.
Oh, there. You seem a little skinnier than you used to be. This little one is all I have left to keep me company. I was so lonely when Mi-chan was missing. I don't know how I can thank the both of you.
Lonely? Is being by oneself lonely?
Oh, yes, dear. When you get to be my age, you'll find that all the wealth in the world won't take care of you. No one can truly live alone. Some of my neighbors have delightful children, but they aren't interested in old ladies like me.
Miss,
Well, Mi-chan, shall we go home? Thank you so much, you two.
it seems that living is something that can't be done alone. Yes, it's important to keep someone in your thoughts, and to know that you are in theirs. To be able to contact them anytime, and to touch them. But I do understand one thing. It seems I feel happy when I'm together with you. But I have to wonder if living means to be able to connect with other people. How close to that goal can I come with a body like mine? Just kidding. I've been exceedingly negative lately. I wonder what's wrong with me. We should start heading back.
The hell's this? It says, no playing catch in the park. Kinda messed up, don't you think? Playing catch is how kids are supposed to make friends. Adults can't just ban it because they feel like it. Oh. Yeah, that'd be the logical response, but I'm just saying, if more places end up like this, it's gonna be a real problem for kids who want to play baseball. In any case, I didn't know it was banned here till today. When I first moved here, I play against the wall every now and then. This whole catch thing, it's because I wanted to get my arms back in shape. I've been thinking about maybe getting back into baseball again. I still have no clue what I want to do with my life, and if I keep trying to avoid it, I'll have nothing but regret hanging over me. Next time I'm asked what I'll be doing in 2 years, I want to have a real answer. That's why I'm picking baseball back up. You, think that's the right call? Oh, yeah? Well, that makes me feel pretty good about it then. Anyway, here. This is for you. Today was a bust, but we'll try again another time. Hang on to that till then. Though I guess we'll have to wait till after you know what, huh? I don't know. Honestly, I've been feeling like this since April. I can barely juggle what I've got on my plate as it is. Let alone think about the future. Our senpais, though. They're such badasses. They're still prepping for exams, even with everything going on. Man, it's been a hell of a year. We're gonna look back on all this someday and wonder how we ever got through any of it. And it wasn't all good. And we hit more than a few rough patches. Guess you could say our short lives have been pretty wild so far, huh? Right? Despite all that's happened, I'm glad you became our leader. I know I said you should do what you want to do. Thanks for choosing to fight. Well then, let's make sure this chapter of our lives ends on a happy note. Alright? And then, Hollywood will turn our adventure into a movie. I'd be the lead, obviously. Dude, you'd be a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor. That serious crap ain't our style, is it? Come on, let's head home. We'll figure out how to sweep the Oscars on the way.
That old lady. She's Michan San's owner.
Hey, Granny! I got a date tomorrow, but, I don't have any money or anything, you know?
Oh my, is that so? Oh, you poor thing. You've always been such a good boy, Kiyoshi. This advance on your allowance will just be between you and me.
Come on, quit it! I told you not to call me Kiyoshi!
But it's such a beautiful name. I picked it out myself, you know. It was the name of a fine doctor from my home village.
Yeah, I know, I've heard. Come on, hook me up already!
Oh, yes, yes. It's not much. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Sweet, thanks. See ya!
Be careful, and visit again soon.
I have something I want to ask that Kiyoshi-san. Kiyoshi-san, please wait.
Hey! Don't call me that! Aiga-senpai?
Do you know me?
Well, yeah. You're famous. I'm, Kiyoshi Sakuma. I'm a first year. Everyone calls me Joe, Aiga-senpai, so you can just...
I would like to ask you something, Kiyoshi-san. Do you mind?
Sure.
Kiyoshi-san, do you feel lonely when you are by yourself?
Huh? What?
Your grandmother said that she's lonely because she has nobody else.
What is this, a lecture?
No, I just want to know. Why don't you visit your grandmother more often? If you are her relative, you may have the power to alleviate her loneliness.
I mean, I am her grandson, but look, I don't need a lecture from you, alright? It's none of your business, okay?
Kiyoshi-san, have you ever considered what it means to live?
To live.
Personally, I think the bonds between people are what's most important. That's what your grandmother is slowly losing.
To live? Are you kidding? No one actually talks like that. What more do you need out of life than to have a blast?
To have a blast?
I mean, you're happy when you're having fun, right? So hell yeah! We're alive to have a good time!
A good time.
So, what do you say, Aiga-senpai? If you got time, why don't we...
Thank you, Kiyoshi-san. Let's go.
Huh? What the hell? What, so you were just trying to play me? Screw you!
I can't understand Kiyoshi-san's feelings, and I even made him angry. Did I do something wrong? Boyfriend. A term that is used when one is in a mutually romantic relationship, correct? Is something wrong with that? If I assume you are my boyfriend... My boyfriend? What is this? It feels strange to phrase it like that. Ever since I decided to live, I've been asking why and how more frequently. The more time I spend with you, the more I discover that I don't understand. That when I ask myself why I'm not alive, I never have an answer. Is this what you call frustration? But at the same time, I feel extremely lucky. I would even say I'm more fortunate than others, despite not being human myself. After all, you are very important to me, and I get to be by your side. It's strange how two conflicting feelings can coexist. In all honesty, though, my feelings towards Kiyoshi-san are unusually harsh. Kiyoshi-san has warm, soft hands to embrace those precious to him. And yet he... What is this ugly feeling? Is it... jealousy? Let's stop this. It isn't right. Yes, I am stopping right here. Shall we go home then?
Here comes the champ.
Now things are getting exciting! Get him, Amada!
We heard you two were going to have a match. We're just here to witness it.
That's right. We're here to watch the little dude shine.
When I told them I wanted to beat you, they all offered to help.
I set up a training routine for him and gave him advice on his movements.
I also wanted to build my legs and core, so I've been going on runs with Koromaru.
And I took on the role of being you for practice matches.
We figured if he couldn't land a hit on Junpei, then beating you would be out of the question.
But hey! Spare a thought for the guy covered in bruises over here! Man, he really didn't hold back anything on me.
Well then, let's do this.
Whoa! You're doing good, Amada! Keep it up!
You can do this. Just take it half a step further.
Crap, did he get hit?
The next one's coming. Get up!
Hey, are you guys up there?
Oh yeah! That's a clean hit! The winner is Amada in the blue corner!
I just got lucky. Plus, I did kind of cheat.
No. You saw a window of opportunity and you took it. That's something to be proud of.
Fuka and I bought some roasted sweet potatoes. I was looking for everyone to come eat with us, but what are you guys doing up here anyway?
We're witnessing a showdown between men. Right, Amada?
It sounds kind of weird when you put it like that. But yeah, I guess so.
It was a great match on both sides.
Huh? I don't really get it, but it sounds like you're having fun. It's cold though, so you should head inside soon.
Oh, wait. Did you say sweet potatoes? Count me in.
I bought them for Amada-kun. Junpei, you can have the skin and the burnt parts.
Hey! What am I, a dog?
Thanks for the match. I learned a lot from it. It was just luck. I was stuck on the defensive that whole time. Guess I still have a long way to go. You really are amazing. Technically, we're tied 1-1 now, so the next match decides the real winner. Not sure I actually have a chance, though. But I hope you'll let me challenge you again sometime. You gotta promise, okay? Okay. Then, until that time comes, will you hold on to this for me? That's the key to the house I lived in with my mom. Whenever I look at it, I remember the time I spent with her. That house is filled with all kinds of memories we shared together. I know the final battle isn't going to be easy, but no matter what, I want to come back here. I feel like this key will connect us to each other. And I hope, someday, maybe I can be that person someone can always come back to. Just like how Mom and everyone at the dorm was there for me. Sorry for talking for so long. Shall we go down and have some sweet potatoes? So our next match would be next year? Or maybe even longer than that. I know! How about once I reach the same height as you? And if we're around the same build, I might stand a chance. Oh, but you'll probably be even stronger by then. When that time comes, I wonder what everyone will be like. It's exciting just thinking about it.
Oh. You're Kiyoshi-san's grandmother. Good afternoon.
Oh, you're those nice students from before. Hello there. You have great timing. I was just hoping to run into you two again. The truth is, Michan's disappeared again.
Oh, so it's a recurring problem. Don't worry, though. At least this time, we have an idea of where to find her.
No, that's all right. I believe that this time, Michan went in search of something.
In search of something?
When cats feel that their life is nearly over, they look for a place to wait for the end. Isn't that what they say?
Wait, but what about...
It's okay. Michan even came to say goodbye to me before she left. So... I don't think I'll need you to find her anymore.
Miss...
Besides, it's more or less the same for me. My day will eventually come too. And when it does, I hope I can rest in peace, without making trouble for anyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I did want to make sure I thanked you two again. It was nice to see you. Well, good day.
Wait, Miss, You're not alone. I'm certain of it.
Yes, you're right. No one is ever truly alone. Not as long as they continue to live in this world. See? I have the company of a fine young lady such as yourself. Bless you, dear girl. You have a kind heart. See you later.
Kiyoshi-san said that people live to be happy. Was Michan-san happy? Was Michan-san grateful to have been born? For what purpose was Michan-san born? Life. Where does it originate? Where does it go? What reason does life have to exist? Living means connecting with others. But all life eventually ends. Parting seems to be a natural and inevitable aspect of life. An unavoidable end. Life is cruel. I wonder, will I too someday have to part with you forever? I do want to live, but that's not the only thing. It's not just about becoming more human. It's about you. Being with you. What is this feeling? What do I want to do? I'm sorry for getting upset. I'm going to head back.
I'm sorry to ask this so suddenly, but can you come with me? There's something we need to discuss.
You want all of us, or just him?
Just him for now. Come with me to the student council room.
Isn't it kind of weird that she'd only want to talk to him?
Probably big, important student council business.
Maybe, but Senpai was acting a little weird. She had that look she gets when she's keeping some terrible secret.
You worry too much. Well, guess we might as well head home.
Hey, wait a sec, Junpei! According to the seating chart, if he's not here, you have to take over cleaning duty. Have fun sweeping the hallway.
What? Since when?
There's something you have to know. Do you remember Chidori, the girl who was with Strega? I don't mean to alarm you, but the truth is, there's a chance that she may wake up today. I know what you're going to say, and yes, we did see her die with our own eyes. However, a few days later, her body began to undergo transmogrification. For the past few weeks, she's been in a sort of stasis, neither living nor dead. I don't know. It may be related to her persona's abilities, but that's mere speculation. The reason I wanted to talk to you is... how do you think we should tell Iori? You see, she's probably... Yes, it's me. I see. Yes, I understand. That was the hospital. They say she's just awakened. It's hard to believe, but it seems that Chidori really has come back to life.
Did I hear that right?
Iori?
Chidori is... Huh? Is this a joke? Some kind of trick?
No, it's not a joke or a trick. She's currently recovering in the same hospital as before. But, Iori, she probably...
Chidori's... alive?
Huh? Hey, Junpei! What about your cleanup duty? Jeez, what's gotten into him?
Well, I guess it's a moot point now. But perhaps it's for the best that he found out this way. I think I'll head to the hospital after this, too. Could I ask you to come along?
Huh? Junpei? You took off that fast and you still haven't gone inside?
Well, I mean, it's kinda...
We'll wait outside. It wouldn't be good for all of us to charge in.
I agree. Go on, Iori. You go in too.
Her damaged endocrine system and other internal organs have completely healed. She's still weak, but there's no more danger of her dying in 2 years.
Chidori? Is it really you? I'm not dreaming. Am I?
Dreaming?
It's true. It is you. Chidori.
Who are you?
Huh? What?
I thought so. Transmogrification is the proof that one lacks potential. I had a feeling this might be the case.
This is Kirijo-san and Iori-kun. They were your friends last year.
Friends? My name is Chidori Yoshino. I'm sorry. It hasn't quite hit me yet, but I guess I don't remember anything of the past few years. It's like I was having a really long dream.
Chidori... Yoshino...
It seems all of her memories after she awakened to her persona are gone. She remembers everything that happened before then. But as for you all...
Iori.
Nah. I think... it's better for her that she doesn't remember all that stuff about the fighting and the suppressants. When you're having a nightmare, it's better to be able to wake up.
I didn't say it was a nightmare. Don't put words in my mouth. It was a dream of meeting a kind, warm person at the end of a long tunnel. I can't remember it clearly, but I wanted to make him happy. And I think there were flowers. A room filled with them.
Chidori, take it easy. Don't force yourself to remember.
Flowers in a room. If she can remember that part clearly, then maybe... Do you remember how she'd occasionally use her power to make flowers bloom again? She'd always do it for the flowers in her room on the days when Iori-kun would visit. And she would always spend more time on the flowers she received from you, Iori-kun.
She never even looked at me when I brought them in, though. Now I see.
Any flower she touched would be mysteriously preserved. I ended up keeping them all for my research, but after the autopsy, I put them all on her chest as a tribute. Now that I think about it, that must have been the night she began to transmogrify.
The power to share one's life with others. Could she have reclaimed the life energy she'd given to those flowers?
Well, there's no real proof, but compared to her previous state, she's changed. The loss of her power is part of it, but furthermore...
Excuse me? Are you talking about me?
We were talking about how you want to live now.
What do you mean by that? Of course I want to live. I have to find the person in my dream someday. I don't have time to lie in bed forever.
Supposing you do find him, What will you do after that?
Well, that's none of your business.
Chidori.
The strength of two hearts connected brought about a miracle. Or rather, a victory.
No. Chidori.
Hey. Why are you crying?
I can't help it. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Have some self-control now. Let's go. Hmm?
The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea. I'm sorry about the other day. I think my heart is growing closer to that of a human. But because of that, I've realized something. The heart and body are inseparable. A human heart can only function properly within a human body. Have you ever come here alone with someone else before? Perhaps you gazed out at the view together and spoke quietly. Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I was just curious. What? But I'm only shaped like a human. And besides, I'm a machine. Actually, I've been a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human girl. I was concerned that if I stayed too close to you, it could cause a misunderstanding. If that is the case, please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to prevent you from becoming closer to another person. The view from up here is beautiful. That must be why I sometimes see couples alone up here after school. They might be leaning against one another, or embracing. I never gave it a second thought before, but lately, it pains me to see them. I think I've come to realize that this is the kind of connection I can never have. As my heart grows more and more human, it only becomes clearer how much sets us apart. Just because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I've known this since the beginning. Yet... I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. But I still care about you, and that won't ever change, no matter what happens. Even I find it strange. Why do I feel this way? Why are you so important to me? This is... love? Oh, so that's it. I finally understand. I have another wish. One just as important as my desire to live. But I know that this is something that I can never have. Let's go home. Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it is during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky, and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten so used to this view, but no two times is it ever exactly the same. You could say the same thing about one's day-to-day, and each life as well. The promised day is almost here. January 31st. Whenever I come up here, I get lost in my thoughts. I can't let it end like this. I want to protect it all. Thoughts like that. Since last time, I've tried thinking things through more rationally. I thought about that old lady and Michan-san. And Kiyoshi-san as well. I wonder if Michan-san was alone until the moment of her death, somewhere no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite. Farewells are unavoidable. It's sad to think about, but you and I will have to part one day as well. And then I'll never be able to see you again. There are so many things in life I don't understand. It's filled with so much pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. And then they're gone, leaving you behind, leaving you alone. When I think about that, I just can't hold back my feelings, but I understand now. That's just how it is. No two views are alike. No 2 days are the same. It's natural for everything to disappear, re-emerge, and constantly change. Life is both short and finite. That's what makes it so invaluable, and why one feels that it must be cherished. When you think about it, it's a miracle that 2 given people are able to ever meet in this chaotic flow of time and space. I believe that's why we find happiness in forging bonds and relationships with others. And it might be the true joy of being alive. It can be sad, but at the same time so warm. Beautiful because it is destined to end. And that's why I mustn't hesitate any longer. I need to tell you, even if this wish of mine is to never come true, I still want to tell you my true feelings. I love you. I know I'm a machine. I know that I cannot truly touch you as a human. But I can't help it. All I can see or think about is you. I love you so much that I feel like I'm going to break down somehow. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything to say. Perhaps something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy. We should go back. I'll go ahead. It's too difficult to look you in the eye right now. See you later.
Let's begin, shall we? I'm not going to say much, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. After you graduate, are you planning on going to college or getting a job? Well, you still have another year until you graduate. It's okay if you still haven't decided. Just don't put it off for too long. What's most important is that the decision is yours, and yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later. And then, you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But, to be honest, I'm not that worried about you. You've really matured over this last year. In fact, you've changed so much, I almost don't even recognize you. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most? I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young man you've become.
That's all for now. I hope you have a successful third year. Let's see, who's next? Ah, Aigis-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
There weren't really that many cookbooks, were there? I'm sorry. I didn't realize that store mainly sold manga. I should have looked the place up beforehand. Oh, do you mind if we take a seat? Do you remember what I told you before? I mentioned that I don't really like going to bookstores. Well, about that. I had a bit of a bad experience in a bookstore once. I think it was at the start of last April. Someone took a picture of me. They accused me of stealing. I'm not very tall, right? So when I was reaching for a high shelf, I accidentally knocked some books down. Well, a few of them landed in my bag. I went to take them out and put them back on the shelf. But some girl from my class took a picture of me with her cell phone. She even threatened to show my parents. Thank you. But don't you think I'm stupid for letting this get to me? If I'd just spoken up, I could have settled it right there. I know that. But I still couldn't say anything back. All these negative thoughts kept running through my head. I thought no matter what I said, it wouldn't do any good in the end. But now, I want to believe that I can change. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I don't get swept up in those negative thoughts. I know I'm being selfish, but... I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm making it sound like I'm just using you, aren't I? That's not what I meant, really. What I'm trying to say is... I've really come to depend on you, and I'm really happy that you're there for me. That's all. Oh, sorry. I'm always going on about my own problems. At this rate, I'm never going to be able to repay you. I should have just discussed my cooking concerns with everyone at the dorm, but... somehow, I find myself always going to you for help. I want to hear your opinion, but more than that, I feel at ease when you're with me. I wonder why. I'm sure it's because you're a leader. That's why I depend on you so much. You think so too? I tend to complicate things in my head by overthinking it. But I'll make sure to return the favor for everything you've done for me. Well, I'll see you back at the dorm.
Oh, please don't worry. The shells on the floor are only blanks. There's no gunpowder in them. So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised? To be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I don't have any welcoming decorations to make this feel like a home. It's hard to believe I ever thought this room was normal. But that's exactly why I wanted to show it to you. As you can see from the decor, I'm a machine. I'll never be the same as humans like Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san. It used to bother me, but I figured something out. There's something only I can say, because I am unable to die. I will never leave you, no matter how or when your life comes to an end. At that moment, I will be by your side. You will always remain in my heart. Oh, yes. Will you take this? That's one of my parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I've grown since then. I'm not afraid, and I won't give up. I'll get back up, no matter how many times it takes. I'll fight by your side and protect you. This is the proof of my resolve, and I want you to have it. It's a part of me. If living is about spending time with people you've forged relationships with, then I want to be closer to you than anyone else. My connection to you is my reason for living. What's most important to me is to be by your side. I, actually have one more favor to ask. At the base of my neck, behind the knot of my ribbon, that's where my most important component is. The artificial psyche that makes me who I am, my emotional engine. The Papillon heart. It's extremely delicate, and I'm not allowed to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. But I want you to touch it. If you make direct contact with it, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it. Even so, I want you to do it. I want to leave irrefutable proof on my body of our connection, not just as a simple memory, but as something permanent. Something that can never be erased. I'm so happy. Well then. Oh, since you'll be coming into direct contact with my heart, I apologize in advance if I say something odd, or make unusual noises. For safety, I'll be shutting off the motor functions to my arms and legs. Well then, will you untie my ribbon?